Right. Let's get some money. Time to get some money. Time to get paid. Alright, okay. Bed Bath & Beyond making highs. Even despite their offering the other day. Over $3 I might be interested. Hey Steve, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Alberto. I see you. It's up there. I can put it on the little list here instead of AMC if you like. There you go. AMC, ICU, moving up nice. Over $6 now. Morning, Bols. All right, let's have a look at some of these. C-Star Medical receives FDA approval to begin study selective cytopheretic device to reduce hyperinflammation in adults with acute kidney injury. Okay. How am I doing, super? Oh, just starting up now. Well, this is just received a good catalyst. It's a little bit extended at the moment, so just waiting for an entry, waiting for a pullback. Had issues. It's had resistance up at 650 previously, so back in November and again last month. Kind of 650 area is a key level. Big seller there on 650. It's got over it. No, just popped up over it briefly. ICU, C-Star Medical. First trade of the day. Afternoon, Esther. Good morning, Mike. Want this up at 670 on the bid. Been there already. High of day currently is 669 now. Lock some of that in. Just nice to get a green start. Okay, well we can address that. No problem at all. Right after I get out of this trade. Just give me a moment. And I will adjust the volume levels accordingly. How much does the stock scanner cost? It's a subscription. If you go into the description, there's a link there. You can get it for free for 14 days, and you can get a trial of it. And if you like it, you can get a discount. There's like 3 or 4 different levels. Get out. So look, we made $50. So there's 3 or 4 different levels. Let me just the audio settings here. There we go, that should be better. Okay. Let me know, tester. Is that better for you? Yeah, so check the link in the description. There's a link to Benzinga there. There's like three levels. The subscription I recommend is the essential subscription. You get the real time, you get multiple scanners, multiple time frames, real time data. That's the list price, I think, is $177 a month if you go for the monthly. You get about 40% off if you go for an annual subscription, but you can get an additional 35% off if you go for if you use my code as well. But it's so you can get it for about $90 or whatever it is. Hey, Stone Cold. It's a little bit extended up here. That first pullback there was, it's a nice upwick, so it's bullish. And support at the $0.50 previously. Buying the dip at support. If it breaks that support level at the $0.50, then we get out for a nice loss. It does have a catalyst. C-Star Medical. Red's getting a bit wider, 4 or 5 cents. Now they're back to a cent. All right, I'm gonna have to get out. This is dipping way lower than I want it to, but kind of waiting for it to bounce and trading on hopium right now. You can't put stop losses in place pre-market. They just don't work, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have been out at 650. That's where the support was previously. And this is what I'm talking about with discipline. I'm showing a lack of discipline at the moment. I'm looking for a bounce on the VWAP. I've reduced my exposure a little bit. I will be dumping it if it comes back down again. It is. Oh, yeah. That might be finding support at the VWAP there, but do you know what? If it goes back up, I can get back in. It's not a problem. The trade is over when I'm out. So, well, when I've completed the trade. Right now, it's just consolidating, so I may get back in if it gets back above 650. See? Waiting for the bounce on the VWAP. It came back, bounced on the VWAP, and it's now looking like it's going to move back up again. So I can always get back in if it does. The bounce of the bounce on the VWAP, yeah. So the VWAP's a very important trading indicator, particularly for retail traders. So you can use it as either a support or resistance level. And as I say, it was looking at right now the VWAP is 631. So it's pretty much bouncing on the VWAP there. It's not actually made a new high. So I'm looking now for a bounce on the VWAP, which basically means I'm looking for a candle that makes a new high. We've not got one yet, so that potentially could be my entry. The high of this candle is 645, but it looks like it might be. It's found a bit of support at the VWAP. It bounced a little bit, didn't make a new high to justify a re-entry. Now it's breaking below the VWAP. So we'll come back to that later. Yeah, back in on the breakout. Yeah, I don't mind this move. If you look at this on the 5 minute, it's a nice little move up. You're looking for kind of bull flag. You need a breakout right now. 5 minute. We're looking at 645. So the breakout level is 650 for me. Break over the $0.50, and we potentially could get another move back up to test $7. We'll see. This is breaking down now, so probably better to look at whatever else is moving. And there's no volume on that one. Should have looked at the volume before I even switched it on. Yeah, that's just it. You want to be getting in on the front end of the move, and I missed the front end of that move, so we'll keep an eye on that. KPRX been moving up over the last while. Just doesn't have the volume just yet. That's if you're looking. There's nothing really with any good volume at the moment. We're just lacking volume at the moment. So we can always switch to some of the more liquid stocks that always seem to have good volume. Let's look at the markets actually. Looking very bullish today, market. So this is the SPY. Let's look at it on the 15. You'll see better. So I had a bit of a sell-off day yesterday, a bit of consolidation yesterday, but then it's gapped up huge amounts. So gapped up overnight. Closed out the after-hours session yesterday. It closed out at 411.40, and it opened again today at 413.59. So that's over a $2 gap up. It's currently over 414. So that's the SPY. That's the it's the State Street Spider S&P 500. So it's an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. It's a good measure of what the market's actually doing. So if you're wondering what the market's doing, check the SPY. I just checked this and it didn't have any volume. Right, okay. Spruce Bioscience announces 53 million private placement. And that was at the bottom of the hour. No, top of the hour. 8 a.m. that came out. Spruce Biosciences announces 53.6 million private placement financing. So not really seeing much on the back of that catalyst. It's moved up, but not great volume, so I'll continue to watch it. There's always another stock there, Vols. Always another stock. Always another trade. You got to get used to being wrong. That's the whole point. And I say that every single day. Is you've got to get used to being wrong. Not every trade is going to go your way. You're going to have losing days. You're going to have winning days. You're going to have big trades. You're going to have small trades. So you're going to have red trades. So accept it and move on. And what you lose in one trade on one stock, you can make up in another trade on another stock. Or multiple base hits to cover it. So our old friend Kavana seems to be working up. What's the spreads on this? 10 cents. That was a big move. Come back for me. Nope. Went without me. Hey, Zai. So the range on this is just over 11.5 cents. And the spread's a penny at the minute. 2 pennies. Not happy with this. Not getting any leverage on Kavana today. What's going on there? Maybe because it's so highly shorted. So Kavana's a short squeeze. I don't think Kavana have any presence here in Ireland. It's the car buying firm, isn't it? Morning, J Spec. I'm going to need this to make new highs today. Went up to almost $20 a couple of days ago, well, last week. This day last week. APRX moving, just popped up. Yeah, saw that. One stock at a time. Get him. Saw that. But Cura Pharmaceuticals making a move up. Nice big move up, actually. He's testing $8 now. Just a whole dollar move there. Right, I'm just going to cut this. A small loss. We'll jump across on APRX. We can get leverage on that one. Chase momentum. I don't advise you chase momentum. You wait for a pullback here. Oh, we get a nice red candle. Nice little pullback. So the break of $8 now is what we're looking for. Let's up at the mid highs up at $8. 13% up on the day already. We're now looking for this to break $8. Cura Pharmaceutical. This is the one that yesterday the analysts gave it a $119 price target. Which I think personally is a little bit ambitious, but yeah, a more realistic one. So we've got Maxim Group giving it a $12 price target. That's a much more realistic price target. But Ladenburg Thalmann gave it a $119 price target. I'm like, yeah, right. You do realize it was a $4 stock at the time. $12 I think is realistic. You're not going to get $119 unless it goes the way of something like HKD or Vardy did. Quite frankly, the reason they move so big is because of the lack of the low liquidity. Smacks of manipulation. I've seen a couple of those over the last 6 months or so that have moved like that, and never seen them before. Like, Havana did make new highs. Typical. On the candle I exited, it went up and made had the breakout, made new highs up to 1445. I just can't get leverage on that, so I'm not too worried about that. It's not like I'm missing out on a big potential. It squeezes with a bit more volume, yes, we might do. But let's keep an eye on. So this one's the stock to watch right now. Top of the momentum charts. Oh my goodness, there's a blast from the past. Veru, VERU. Second on the old momentum chart. AI took off again. Let's have a quick look while this is consolidating. Oh, that's a nice big move. This is C3 AI. Soundhound hasn't done much. What about BBAI? In sympathy. Yeah, so BBAI is also popping in sympathy. AI stocks. There's another AI stock due to launch today, so that will be Big Bear AI. Oh, Big Bear's already launched. It's a Bullfrog AI, sorry. Bullfrog's due to launch today as an IPO. Okay, so this could be interesting then. So was that not an old catalyst? Well, that was a catalyst from earlier in the week. All right, C3AI provides mission-critical solutions for the US Air Force crowdsourced flight data program. Okay, let's watch for potential here. Okay, well, if it makes another move back up towards $28, could be worth taking a starter position. ICU just died, didn't make a single higher candle. That's a nice flag here. What's your spreads here? So 10 cent, 15 cent spreads, 20, 30 cent ATR. That's a bit risky. %10 short. So 94 million float, 10% short. So seeing that this can make big moves. What we're looking for, I mean, this last week alone, this has made some big moves. Someone stop hunting there. Finding support at the $0.50, throwing the stop down to, throwing the action price, the bid down to 27.30. View up at 27.20. The 9's at 38, so it's already below that. VWAP and the 20 pretty much in the same place. Up until this spike, the VWAP was pretty much static sideways, pretty much horizontal. KPRX had that pop up, then pull back. It's now at the VWAP, so you may get a little bit of bounce at the VWAP there with KPRX, but just watch this space. Soundhound just gone green. Veru now the top mover to the upside. Still down, it's still red on the day, but Veru bouncing down there. It's kind of the 375 area, moving up now above the VWAP. Varna still, whilst it went higher, it's consolidating a bit now at the quarter, just above the $0.25. So let me know, guys. What are you watching? What are you looking at? What are you trading? What do you think of the market today? It's looking very bullish. Will it continue? Will we continue to rally? Will it sell off? Jobs data didn't really do much to the market. So jobs data came out at the bottom of the last hour. Didn't really do much to the market. Didn't see any real aggressive movement. Slight pop up, but then it just sold back and went back to the same place. So look at the SPY right now. So bottom of the hour, this is the jobs data came out, a little bit of a pop up, but then it just came straight back down. It's moving slightly up. It's above the VWAP. It's moving slightly up, so very sideways. If you look at the VWAP, it sits pretty sideways. You look at it on the 15 as well. It's not really doing much today. In terms of where it's at, it's gapping up. The question is it going to sustain? Is it going to rally and continue moving up, or is it going to be one of those choppy sideways markets again today, like it was on Tuesday? Hey, no, how you doing? Yeah, well, with Bed Bath and Beyond, when the offering's complete, they'll have money in the bank as well to pay off some of the debts. Klaatu. So, hey, Alistair. KPRX making more moves. Get over the $0.75 level, could be interesting. Right now, volume is what's missing. We've got 2 IPOs today that are confirmed, another 2 slated. I don't know if Bullfrog AI is ever going to list at this rate. AI stocks are very buoyant over the last week or so. Bed Bath and Beyond. The range isn't great. It's like less than 2 cents on the range. So in terms of volatility, it's not showing a great deal. But I'm sure that will change after the bell. We'll see. Got under 20 minutes left to wait till the open. That was a nasty spike down on KPRX, down to $7. Spiked all the way down to $7. 50 cents. 50-cent drop. I'm not seeing anything moving with any kind of real momentum right now. So it looks like it's going to be one of those wait for the open. There might be something drops, bit of news drops just before the open, but it looks like it's going to be wait for the open. Yeah, KPRX dropped at 7. If I'd seen that, might have been a decent decent entry. Bounce on the red-green line. Well, the support at $7 was, I mean, $7 was previous resistance as well, so the market tends to, it doesn't repeat, but it does rhyme. It depends on what time frame I'm trading on, Cedric. So the question, what time frame do I use when determining the average true range during intraday trading? So if I'm trading the 1 minute chart, I'll use the 1 minute time frame. If I'm trading the 5 minute chart, I'll use the 5 minute time frame. So I look, depending on which pattern I'm trading out, that's what time frame I will look for in terms of the breaks, in terms of the support and resistance levels, etc., etc. So also the VWAP on the higher tech. If I'm trading a 5 minute time frame, I'll look for the indicators on the 5 minute chart. Makes sense, don't you think? Likewise, you look for the range. But if you're trading the 1 minute, the reason I like to choose the 1 minute in terms of the average true range is I like to get in and out relatively quickly. So if I can look at the spreads and the 1 minute time frame, the range is wider than the spreads, it gives me a good opportunity to make some money. If your 1 minute time frame, the spreads are bigger than your 1 minute, it means that, I'm not saying it can't be profitable, it just means that you're going to have to be in there holding through a longer period of time to get to your goal and get to your profit. Where do I read the ATR from? It's on the chart. So I've got it, you can put it anywhere on your chart. I've actually put it on my volume, so the line is actually the ATR, but I've got it's the number that I'm looking at here. So I've got it on the volume chart. I just added it as an indicator on the volume chart. Oh, I wouldn't say it's a rug pull. I just think it's pump up, sell off. It's still green on the day, so that still potentially could move. If it gets back over the VWAP, back over $6 above the VWAP, it could still be of interest there, J-Spec. So looking at KPRX right now, for example, on the 1 minute chart, we've got an average true range of 18.5 cents. On the 5 minute chart, we've got an average true range of nearly just under 39 cents. So when you put that together, you're basically saying that you're moving, your 5 minute chart is only moving twice as much as your 1 minute chart in terms of volatility. Look, I'm not in it right now, J-Spec. So I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm trading hopium there. I'm looking for the next mover. I don't care if ICU goes to zero. I don't get married to any of these stocks. The majority of them are garbage. No, I'm not trading Robinhood without volume. I'm not trading anything without volume. No, you hear me every single day saying that the two key characteristics that you're looking for on a stock, you need both volatility and volume. Without both, there is no trade. So you need both. Ideally, you want other things besides that, but the essential ingredients are volatility and volume. No volume, no trade. No volatility, there's no range, so no trade. Valuable companies, yeah. Cheers, Rex. I know I'm garbage. I never forget my roots. I know where I come from. The gutter, the ghetto. No, absolutely, Rex. But there's a reason why they're priced at $6 and $7 a share. There's a reason why they've got a market cap of you know, only a few hundred million. Why is Soundhound hitting the scanners? It's just moving sideways. We've only got 10 minutes left to the bell. This is going to be one of those days. It might be quite right at the bell. Just don't jump into something because we've had a quiet pre-market. You might get faked out like I did with ICU, and I went in a little bit too big with ICU, but you know, that happens. ICU still 17% up on the day, so that's, as long as it's above that 15%, it's of interest to me. I need to see it moving upwards. I need to see it back above the VWAP. The VWAP is an indicator of the direction the stock's taking. If it's going to be below the VWAP, that means it's selling off, which is what it is doing right now. Well, I think most blue chips are doing good at the moment. So the IPOs today, we've got confirmed so far. We've got HSAI. It's not started trading yet, but it's looking at it's slated to start at $19 a share, and NXT slated to start at $24 a share. So there's a couple of others as well. But Bullfrog AI is supposed to start today, but that it's been slated for about a fortnight now and keeps getting pushed. So I'm not sure we'll ever get Bullfrog. And I think no, that's not the one that I was looking for. So Bullfrog. What was the other one that I was looking at that is due? LSDI, that's the one. So this one is due to start trading at some stage today. Not confirmed yet, but this one is, and this one is. So HSAI is the one ticker, and NXT is the other ticker. Those are two IPOs that are already confirmed for today. And if you're going to trade IPOs, just let it open, let it do its thing, and let it trade some before you jump in. Let it start creating a trend for itself, and then get in. Don't just, because what you'll find is most stocks do one of two things at the open. They either have a hard sell if it's overpriced, or they have a hard buy, and then they'll have an immediate reversal. Very often, very rarely does a stock just pump up and then continue pumping up. There are occasions when it does. This is on IPO, and very rarely does it sell off and then continue selling off. You get that volatility to start off with. The first candle, first 5-minute candle is usually quite volatile in an IPO. People just wanting to get a piece of the action. They've heard good or bad news about a stock, and they just want to get in on the action. So just wait for at least 5 minutes. Let's see what the price action is looking like, and then look for the patterns, look for the breakouts, etc. What's Soundhound doing now? Nothing. Yes, I do trade after hours. Typically, when I trade after hours, I trade earnings. I don't, because there's not usually enough volatility after hours, and not enough volume or liquidity after hours to trade reliable breakouts. If I'm trading after hours, it's usually earnings, and it's usually mid and large cap stocks that I'll trade, and I'll wait for the good or bad news, I'll wait for the market reaction, and then I'll just chase the momentum. And it's usually scalping. So after hours, I'm usually scalping. I'll wait for a quick move, get in quick, get out quick. Because again, with that, with the earnings usually comes, so I traded, which one was it? Was it Google? I think it was just a couple of weeks ago, after hours. Traded Meta a few times after hours. No, I don't. Should I? AM? Should I remember you? Let's have a look at Tesla. I wouldn't say it's killing it, but it's moving up. Tesla killing it, I would say you're talking about, 8, 9, 10% gains, but this is sideways. You look at the higher time frame, so it looks like it's absolutely storming up, but if you look at the higher time frame, it's just sideways. Look at that. It gapped up with the market, and it's just moving sideways. So it's got a range of $2.5, but it's just moving sideways at the moment. If it gets over 210, 209.50, 209.50, then yeah, I think bullish. But the high of pre-market high is 209.50, so it needs to break new highs for me. So that's the pre-market high right now for Tesla, 209.50. I don't think I did. Me and my wife, ex-wife, split up years ago. So I don't know where you're getting that from. I think you must be mistaken. APRX, like, so the spreads weren't that bad earlier, so have they gone wild? 8 cents. That's not bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. 4 cents now. Okay. I don't recall ever having a conversation with anyone on this about my personal life. Yeah, I think you're looking. There's just volumes died out, so you might have just got a spike in the price action. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. And there's no need to shout AM. Come on. It's a bit rude to all caps. It's the text equivalent of shouting. Do I think Tesla will retest 199? Yeah. Let's have a look at Tesla. Will it come back down and retest 199? It won't do it today. Will it come back and retest 199 in the future? Possibly. We'll have to see what earnings are going to be like. It's substantially. Let's see what the market does today. It's just going to follow the market at the moment. Because if you look at Tesla chart, this is a 5-minute Tesla chart, and look at the SPY, the S&P500. It's very similar. Very similar. So they're moving together. So I wouldn't. Slight divergence on the 1 minute, but in overall they're moving very similar. Tesla's got a bigger swings, but the directions are very similar. What will happen today? I'll just get my crystal ball out and buy tomorrow's lottery tickets. We've got 2 minutes to the bell. I personally think we're going to have a nice bullish day. We're on the market. We're above. Let's go back to the market here. Tech stocks are leading the way, and Tesla is considered a tech stock. So this is the Qs, which represents the Nasdaq. It's an Invesco ETF, triple Qs. It follows the Nasdaq. So this is tech stocks primarily, and this is currently 1.4% on the day. So it's leading the way in terms of the overall market. So I think we're going to have another bullish day. I could be wrong. We're trading above the VWAP, which is a bullish sign, and the 9's above the 20, which is also bullish. So yeah. Let's see if the 9 crosses over. You get that crossover. The 9 crosses over the and stays underneath the 20. We might get the reversal, but we've got a minute left. Oh, I don't know about that. I think it was oversold there back in at the end of last year. Then no. So yeah, so that's the Qs. Let's go back to something that was moving earlier and see if we can find anything to trade. Did I see you over? No, I didn't. It sold off. Let's have a look at AI. Right, here we go. Ready for the bell? Bring the scanners over. There's the nicey bow. Let's see what's moving. Yeah, 28% up, but zoom out, and then you'll know what. So ARK might be 28% up last month, but over the last year, like 90% down. So Kathy and her team have made some really bad calls over the last 12 months. Kavana's down. Well, it went under $15. It's trying to make its way back up now. Bed Bath and Beyond. Let's have a quick look at the Old Baby. Trying to make a move up. Tesla selling. I'll just have a quick look at Tesla and see if it's doing what I said. Yeah, selling, vomiting. It's not selling, it's vomiting. So the market pulling back a little bit, which I don't mind at the open. The overall market pulling back at the open, I don't mind. That isn't necessarily a bad sign. If we kind of pre-market lows, 413.50s. So if we break 413.50s, it could get bearish, but I think we will have a bit of a dip and rip. That's my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. All right. Just waiting for something to jump. What just happened there with HPCO? This is Empaco company. That just shot up. 161 is your halt level. It's a very significant. It's almost approaching the pre-market highs. This could reach that halt level. So this is Hempaco, HPCL. Yeah, it goes to pay off the goes to pay off the drawdown super chip. That's the problem with that. It's nice if you can isolate it in. It's like taking it like Monday. I had a big drawdown. Yesterday I had a nice green day, but it goes to pay off the drawdown from Monday. All right, 174 is the halt level here. Yeah, that's halted. And Paco. Let's have a look at Tesla. Should be bouncing back now. Like I said, a dip and rip is what I would expect. So Tesla went down to 205s, 205.50s, and now starting to make a move back up along with the market. So the SPY dipped down to 413.75, trying to get back over the VWAP now, and we'll probably go on to break those pre-market highs, and as it did at the open, it'll probably go on to break new highs. That's the overall market. Look at the Qs, and same thing. So the Nasdaq looking, the tech stocks looking to make a move up. So we've just looking for something that we can trade. It's reasonably reliable. The KPRX with its $119 price target. Yeah, right. Could be of interest. It breaks $8 and holds. Couldn't do it pre-market. Can it do it now? I have day 95, 795. Golden Sun Education broke above the VWAP slightly, now back below it. Looks a bit choppy out there, guys. Well, I think I'm going to take a bathroom break. Wait for this opening range to form on most trades. There's nothing really ripping right out of the blocks. Oh, HPCL is probably the only one. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't recommending anybody copying anybody. I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to buy. I'm not giving signals or alerts. Do not. I categorically state, do not copy me blindly. Do your own research. I'm happy to teach people how to trade, but how I trade, it might not be right for you. And there's also just so you're aware, there is latency on the stream. So if you're watching what I'm doing, I've already done it. So if I was to say I'm about to tell you I'm about to get into such and such a stock, I've probably already got in it because there's a delay on the stream, there's latency on the stream. So not a good idea to copy anybody. It's better to learn how to trade. If you're looking for copy trades, you're going to lose money. I guarantee it. You might be copying somebody that's profitable and you'll still lose money. Yeah, MVX moving up, but it doesn't look like it's got much volume. No. Popped up, but not on great volume. So just be careful with that one. The spreads are narrow enough at the moment. So NVX Corps. Not a huge range. Golden Sun's good, but there's no leverage on it. So I don't like, if I can't get leverage on it, mind you, it's only $2. So let's have a look at Golden Sun. Don't really need leverage when it's a $2 stock. No, look, I don't sell tips or signals, AM, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't sell tips or signals. I don't sell stock picks or anything like that. I teach people how to trade so you can make your own picks. So if you're looking for shortcuts, trading isn't for you. There are no shortcuts. You will lose money. You're looking for, if you subscribe to one of those Telegram servers where they're going to shout out picks for you, and you're going to and you might get 50% winners and 50% losers, but in the long run you're going to lose. Is he gone on that fight? If you're getting if somebody's contacting you asking you to pay for my tips or whatever, then it's not me. I'm not asking you for any money for stock picks or alerts, or don't have a Telegram or a WhatsApp server. If anybody's contacting you pretending to be me saying join my Telegram group or my WhatsApp server, I don't have one. You recommend CMPX. Well, let's have a look at your recommendation, shall we? Compass Therapeutics. Why? It's not doing anything. 10,000 shares traded today. I don't know why you're recommending it. It's a garbage company with no range, no volatility, and no volume. There's no trades there. And in the longer term, look at this on the hourly. So we're looking at over the last couple of weeks. It's just sideways doing nothing. So I don't know why you would recommend that. I don't know if you're holding bags from when it was up at 550 or whatever it was. But no, garbage. Sorry to break it to you. Wow, that was a big move. Double halt. Yeah, so this should resume in 3 minutes. ESPR, I'll take a look for you. Not again, another garbage stock. Sorry, there's nothing. Most of these stocks are garbage. I'm not ragging on you for being in this, but if you're in big on this, it's not doing anything. There's nobody trading it. There's no volume. There's no volatility. There's right today. There's 274 trades in total been taken today. The range on the 1 minute is like 2 cents. It's 29,000 shares traded all day. So there's nobody trading it. This is Esperion Therapeutics. This is all these bioscience and pharmaceutical stocks, and I trade them on a daily basis. So all of these stocks, they can move big one day, but more often than not, they'll come back down within a couple of days after that. So you do not hold bags on these long term. You get in, ride the momentum, get out. Take your profits, all losses, and move on. Next stock. Or as Ariana Grande says, thank you, next. Oh, sorry, get him. I'm just trying to answer questions. I wouldn't say the market's crashing there, no. It's pulling back. It gapped up overnight, so it's pulling back a little. We're getting quite a few. So this will resume in the next 30 seconds or so. Well, have a look yourself, AM. Have a look if it's got volume and volatility. That's what you look for. I'll give you a few opinions. You're just picking out random stocks and asking me to give me an opinion on it. Just ain't going to go well for you. If it's not on the scanners, if it's not on my scanners today, then it's probably not something I'm going to be looking at trading today. So gapped up again. Right, it is very high up there, so let it pull back. Over 170% up at the moment. The next gap up was 276, so finding some resistance up at the $0.50. $2.59 is the halt level. Next halt level, $2.59. That was a false halt. 280 is now the halt level. If we can get over 260, I can add to this position for move back up. Just going to add anyway. $2.50. Very volatile. We're looking at 20 cents on the ATR. Chasing momentum like I've just done it can very often go against you, so just be careful. Next halt level is 283 to the upside, 189 to the downside. We're quite a little way to go yet. Need to see it break, re-break, retest that high of day, break the 250 level. There we go. Put a stop there at 230. I don't want to see this below 230 now. So I'm risking $1,000 on this trade. Yeah, I got stopped out. Which stock am I looking at? The HPCO. Can you not see? Read the chart. It's not difficult. Look, if you want to learn about trading, you're welcome. But if you're just going to come on the chat and spew nonsense, trying to make out like you know what you're doing when clearly you don't. I'll just have to mute you. Ah, that was a missed it just slightly. Let's get some more in there. There we go. Level 290 now, so not too far off. Add that back what we took off. Looking for the move up to best $0.75 level, which currently is just pretty much where the high of day is. 276 is the high of day, $0.75. $0.22 on the ATR, so that's the stop level I'm kind of looking at right now. Looking for a break of highs here. 76 is the high of day, that's what we're looking for. Best of 76. 70, 74, 70, we've got 74 on the ask there. 75 on the ask. There we go. High of day now, 280. Retest 280. $3 is now the halt level to the upside. I'm getting higher lows. So if you're concerned about the devil horns, I get that. But on the 1 and 2 minute, you've got higher lows. So you're getting ascending support. So I wouldn't concern too much about the fact that every candle has a fluctuations. But yeah, you've got to look for the devil horns, of course. But when you're getting ascending lows, higher resistance, ascending resistance, higher lows on multiple time frames, it's usually quite bullish. So I want to see it test the highs again, take some profits, put a stop in place. A bit tired up here, so I'm just going to lock in half of that. We missed the opportunity. Should have been about $1,000 up by now on this. It went up to 280. I'm seeing some signs of exhaustion, so I'm just going to get green on the ticker and put a 10-cent trailing stop in there. It's way too tight. I know I'll get stopped out, but if it does break out, it might take me with it. Right now, I'm just kind of free trade from here. So it's a profitable trade right now. That's base hits. That's what we want. Well, you can't be losing money copying me because, first and foremost, I said don't copy me blindly, and secondly, I'm making money, so I'm in the green. So how can you be losing money, you gimp? Oh, do you know what? When you get idiots like this, they ruin it for everybody. You can stick around, but you're not going to ruin it for everybody with your 22 followers. Bed Bath & Beyond starting to make moves up. KPRX trying to get over the VWAP. $0.50 key there for KPRX. Let's have a look. Let this pull back. Bed Bath & Beyond. It depends. Where's the CC? Where's the support? You know, we'll look for support. Is there a confirmed support level? If not, then psychological levels. Where are the key indicators at? Of course, when you've got something pulling back, when it's start of the open session, you're going to have an increase in volatility. Kavana selling off now. What else is moving? JCSE, there's a penny stock there, moving huge amounts. Have a look at that. Volume just come in. I don't know if there's a catalyst for this. Let me have a look. JE Cleantech Holdings shares resume trading. That's not a catalyst. Had a volatility halt upwards, so there's no catalyst. Probably best to stay away from it, regardless of whether it hits the scanners or not. It's up 30% in the last 15 minutes though. That's halted downwards. So this is Dragonfly Energy. Not great volume, not huge volume. 236,000 shares traded all day. So probably not something I would be interested in trading. It's got some volatility, don't get me wrong, but this it's halted to the downside now. So volatility is great. You get swings both ways. It's just about how much what's your appetite for risk. So Bed Bath & Beyond seems to be making it move up. Yeah, the small account's fine. I've not traded on the small account yet today. Had a good day on the small account. We got 36% growth yesterday on the small account. So getting an AI looks like it's trying to create a double bottom, so might be interesting. This comes back and tests 2620, 2625. That might be interesting. We've got a double bottom formation there. Bed Bath & Beyond I was just looking at, and it's just broke out big time. I didn't lose the account on Monday, but I did lose on Monday. I lost 900 bucks on Monday on the small account. Obviously made that back yesterday. So with no drawdown on the small account, still got a drawdown on the large account because Monday was a big losing day. So we're still in drawdown at the moment, despite having over goal yesterday. Yeah, okay, so now we're above $3. 327 is the halt level. Don't chase it unless you get a pullback. We get a nice little pullback here, so we're looking for entry there as it makes new highs. A little micro pullback into the halt. No, I can't add to that. No, we got false halt. 36 is now the halt level. So add to that position. Into the halt, hopefully, and a gap up. That's a halt. That should halt. And we're going to get a halt, or is it going to be no fault halt? 45 now the halt level. All right, we're there at the halt level. I've got a 10-cent trailing stop in there. So is this going to halt or is it going to false halt? False halt. I got stopped out. Okay, so I made 225 bucks on that. I should have made a lot more because I had a 10-cent stop. We've taken some profits as it was halting up. It's just under 5 million in the float. Hive day now is 345. So realistically, you're looking at this for wait for the pullback, wait for an entry. And then a break of a key level. So the key level here was the $0.75. Break with the volume, you see the volume increase, and that then was the move up. So again, CC, in terms of going back to your question on the stops, my hotkeys I've got hotkeys programmed to at arbitrary levels. So if I'm using my hotkeys to set stops, it might be 10, 20, 30, 50 cents, something like that. So if I'm setting it manually, what I'll do is very often I'll place the hotkey and then I'll move the stop to where it is. Unless it's a trailing stop, then I'll just set the hotkey with maybe a 10 or 20 cent trail and I hope you're not touching my area. Elon's not asked for consent. You better not be touching my area. So we've got 330 really is kind of the level that we're looking at right now. So why is this it's spiking up so hard? Right, okay, so let me have a quick look. In Paco shares, Other than a 12-month media agreement, I can't see a catalyst specific today. Yeah, no, I can't. Why is Impaco stock up 66% today? Let me have a quick look at that for you. So Impaco stock is soaring higher on Thursday even without any recent news from the marijuana company. Instead of a company announcement or filing, we have heavy trading of HPCO stock to thank for today's rising price. As of this writing, more than 2.8 million shares of stock. Oh, there you go. Worth noting, though, that they had a volatile week when they announced partnership with Snoop Dogg on Monday. So it's actually selling Snoop's brand of ganja. Golden Sun Education at 305s now, making a move back up. Bed Bath & Beyond got rejected, just under $3. This mate just made a new high, but then didn't break out. So I'm a little bit worried at this level, so I'm just going to get in there and look for the move up, smaller size. Didn't get the breakout, even though I expected it. Get over the $0.50. We should get another move. Just put my stop at this whole dollar level. This was a $40 stop back in September. Yeah, one day it was up at $40. Hold off hard, under $10. So will it go back up to 40? I don't think so, but let's see. Set it below the low of this 5 minute. If it breaks lows, let's get out for a small loss. What else is moving whilst I've got the stop in there? Yeah, Mark. Have a look at it. It's gone up quite a bit since the bell. 50 cents it's moved it since the bell. Remark Holdings. Reasonable volume. 19% up on the day. Tesla breaking new highs. Tesla breaking highs. Up there at 211s. The overall market creating a bit of a double bottom. Trying to get back over the VWAP. It's very sideways and choppy at the moment. But let this consolidation play out. Predict Tesla? Why would I predict it? I've trade the price action. It's day trading. If I'm investing it, then I'm looking for a long-term result. But this is day trading. We trade the momentum. We trade the price action. We're in. We're out. We're looking for quick profits. Tesla will go on to break all-time highs, as most of the blue chip stocks do. It's just at what point will Tesla? If you're asking for me to predict what price Tesla will close at today, I'm not going to do that. I think that's a silly thing to engage in. As an analyst, you might want to look at long-term investment and set a price target, but I'm not an analyst. I'm not a financial advisor. What I offer is not financial advice. It's just I'm just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. Do not follow me blindly. And if, like AM, you do, and you lose money, don't sue me. That's your fault. Here we go. I think we might get the breakout here. Any luck? Yeah, exactly, Imran. Exactly. I'll take out my crystal ball and I'll tell you exactly when Amazon's going to break 112. I'll tell you when Microsoft's going to get to 300. When Meta is going to break 500. When you see the setup, you look for the confirmation. You look for the break. You look for the volume to come in ready for the break, and then you enter. Then of course you wait for a pullback. You're always going to get a pullback. If it takes off and it's going to be a reliable breakout, it's going to pull back, but you're going to have continuation. So if it's a good setup, you're going to get continuation. It's the third pullback is always a little bit. This is the third pullback now in effect. It's always a little bit more questionable. Pullback 1, pullback 2, pullback 3. This is the third pullback since the bell. This is the one that's they're not as reliable as the first two. But we're getting a narrowing pennant, narrowing triangle on the 5-minute. This is just these narrowing triangles are a sign of indecision. Lower highs, higher lows. They typically follow the trend. So if it's trending in one direction or another, they typically follow that, but they're not as reliable as the likes of a bull flag or a flat top or something like that. And there's nobody suing me. No, he was trolling me earlier, and he said he lost money by following me blindly. I'm like, well, one of the things I say every day is don't follow me blindly. I'm not a financial professional. Don't follow me blindly. Not offering financial advice. I think it might have been what's his name in disguise. Who was the troll we used to get? I can't remember what his name was. I need a bit of it. The volume's dying out here, so I might just take the hit on this. As soon as I take the hit, it'll probably break out. What you've got to do as well, Stone Cold, in terms of taking a position, you've got to recognize that you might get in early, or you might get in late. You're never going to time it perfectly. Taking a position, if it pulls back, that's why you put your stop loss in place. You have your risk set before you get in there. So if it doesn't go against you, or if it does go against you, it doesn't go for you, then it's a small loss. Whereas if it then goes for you, it's a big win. It's a big gain. So right now, I'm just going to move my stops up here while it's coiling. We break new lows, we get out on the 5 minute. Here we go. Are we going to get a breakout? Oh, there we go. There's a new high on the 5 minute. Didn't get the continuation. Looking for continuation. Rest of the $0.50 maybe. No. You know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm just going to get out myself. It wants to go. I'll wait for the confirmation. I'll take the 25 or $50 hit. It's just the longer it's in, it's again, it's risk, it's exposure. The longer you're in a consolidation period, there's two things going wrong there. One is that it could go against you. It's not got enough. It's showing signs that it's not got enough strength to break out, particularly when it does break out of the pattern that you're looking at, and it doesn't actually break out. So that's a sign that it's not got enough strength. There's not enough volume or momentum from the bulls to take it higher to whatever target you had, which is me $3.50. And the longer you're in it, then something else moves. Your equity's tied up. Tesla breaking highs. I've had what, $6 out of Tesla today. Is there a low latency stream? No, I'm not doing low latency streams for that very reason, is that people will try and use it to copy me, and I don't want that. I would rather you learn how to trade, and you'll see the reasons why I'm getting in and what I'm looking at. But yeah, I'm not feeling Soundhound today. It's red on the day. It's just moving sideways. I see what you're talking about. Over 465, it goes green on the day, but I'm not feeling it. I just don't think there's enough interest in Soundhound to take this one high. Oh, right, okay. So we've got LSDIs now confirmed. So we've got 3 IPOs now confirmed: NXT, LSDI, and HSAI. We might get Bullfrog a little bit later, which is BFRG, which is slated but not yet confirmed. We've got 3 IPOs now confirmed, just awaiting launch. So we'll see. Am I jumping into Tesla? No. No. Think about it. With Tesla, right now, it's very extended, and it's $212 a share. Yes, I've got leverage which would allow me to take 1,000 shares, maybe 1,500 or 1,300 or whatever it is. But no, I'm not. If I'd taken 1,000 shares on this, the bottom of this double bottom, so nice setup, nice double bottom setup. If I'd taken it at the bottom of there, I would have only made $6,000, which would got me green on the day. But this whole move, it would have taken this whole move for me to get there. So right now, Tesla, whilst it's moving up nicely, it's too expensive for me to trade. When I had more money in the account last month, yeah, no problem. You know, when you've got a cash position over $250,000 and leverage on top of that, then trading Tesla at 200 is not a problem. But you're probably better off looking at something like NEO, which should be moving up with it. No, or XPEV, some of the other EV manufacturers. No, they're not moving up with it, so go figure. Tesla just having one of those days where it's bucking a trend. Because this Li Autos is pretty much in line with the market. Yeah, so that broke down. When it and that was kind of an indicator there. As soon as it doesn't break, when it breaks out of the range but doesn't follow through, that's a sign of exhaustion, and probably be best just to get out, even if you're taking a small loss. Rule of thumb is the longer you're in a position, the more likely it's going to go against you. Unless you're getting consistently consistently higher lows into a flat top. That's a clear sign. It's a clear pattern of a ascending support into a key resistance level. If you break that resistance level, you want to see increase in volume, then it will motor up. But we broke the downwards resistance level here, and it didn't break out. We didn't follow through. So that was my cue to just take a small hit and get out. There's going to be something else raises its ugly head shortly, and it might be something like innovative eyewear. You need to see more volume, sustained volume, but it's hitting the scanners now, and we've traded this when it moved up to $5 a couple of last week, I think it was. No, Carvana's not doing anything. It's if anything, it's selling off. You might be getting a bit of a bottom bounce, but I don't know why. But Carvana, there's no leverage on Carvana today. So when I traded it earlier in the week, I was getting leverage, and I'm not getting it today. So I'm probably going to stay away from Carvana at $15 with without leverage. Bed Bath and Beyond, nothing's gone parabolic yet. Tesla's the closest thing to something going parabolic, and that's I mean, just doesn't look like stopping. Tesla's going fantastic. It is having a great day. 6% up on the day. I know 6% isn't what I normally go for, but when you're a $200 stock, 6% is $12. It's a huge amount. Tesla to 230 today. It's, I think that's an ambitious. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, but I think that's ambitious. It could do it. Probably 220 is probably more realistic, which is another $6 away. But it could. It won't go to 250 today. No, it's not. Tesla's not. It's not the type of stock that's going to do 25% intraday. The float's too big for it to do 25% intraday. It's not going to do 25%. It might get 10% on a really, really good day. The only time it's going to move 25% is when it's got a really good catalyst or earnings or something. So 25%, I can't see it. So this is select quote. My thoughts on select quote right now. Were you betting against Tesla? No. So select quote is moving up. It's moving up reasonably well on the day. 187, 23% up at the moment. Small range. It's not very volatile. Volume isn't huge, but it's not very volatile. So probably not something I'll be trading, but it's having a good day. Soundhound. Yeah, it's back above the VWAP. It's back green on the day, but it's only like 5% up from yesterday's closing price. So Soundhound struggles around the kind of 520. So if it gets over $5, it's then got a huge resistance wall up at the kind of 520, 525. It went up to pre-market. It went up to 520. It went up to 522 a couple of days ago. Went up, closed yesterday, went up to just under $5, 497 got rejected. So $5 is a key level, $5 and then 520 key levels for Soundhound, just historically speaking. It's had a good week though, it's had a very good week. This was a sub $2 stock earlier, just the beginning of last week. Oh yeah, well there you go. RGF? I'm not seeing it on my scanners. Not seeing it on my scanners at all. I'll take a look. Oh, sorry. No, that's not moving up. That's not doing anything. So, real good food company. I don't know why you're pulling that out. Moving up. It's moved 6 cents. That's not moving. It's barcoding. It's like a range of 6. There's nobody trading it. It's 3,000 shares. Come on. I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to make money. I've already lost money. The idea is I'm not going to be losing more money. So there's no point getting into a trade just to entertain you. Well, I think once you watch for signs of exhaustion on Tesla, because once it starts to reverse, it is going to sell off. There we go. Now we've got signs of reversal. Now's a good time to be shorting Tesla. Problem with Tesla is that it is an expensive stock. The range is big, but it is expensive. $212 was the time you really should have been shorting Tesla. $212.50, $212. I want to see this. Let's risk $500, I think. Risk $1. Signs of weakness, signs of exhaustion. So you can't go up for it. You can't go in any direction forever unless you're going bankrupt. then you go to 0, and then you can't go any further. So you can't go in any direction forever. You've got to have, and you think of the stock price like an elastic band. You stretch it for so long, and then it pulls away. It pulls back. The more it gets stretched, the higher the tension, the more it pulls back. You get a point where it has to reverse, and Tesla's at that point right now. So, like I say, 212 would have been a good entry. 212.50. Not saying it's not going to. It is a good time to try and short it all the way down to 200. It's not going to go all the way down to 200, but you can get a few quid shorting it, then fine. There's no need to shout, no. I know you're excited because you see a bit of red on the Tesla chart, but you don't need to shout, buddy. No, I've seen Faz before. Well, if he's offended, so what? Whatever happened to sticks and stones? See, we're in that. I'm one of those people that woke culture just doesn't appeal to me. So you're offended. Nobody cares about your feelings. Do you know? I've got enough followers on this channel. I don't care about your feelings. If you're offended, be offended. Nothing happens if you're offended. Nobody does anything if you're offended. So Tesla. Anything else moving? Gonna get out. Lock in $50. And head for the trade. Let's see what else is moving. I&M, top of the scanners. No. Just no volume at all. So I might be looking for these versus systems. Trying to go green on the day. Recent IPO in Lyson. No volume. Making moves. Trying to bounce. I think might be watching these IPOs today to see if there's any volume on those. No, absolutely. You're offended by my lack of compassion about you being offended. No, absolutely. Well, we can do something about that. Because you're annoying me now. So you're getting muted again. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome to stick around, and you just can't comment. If you want to stick around and maybe learn something, great. At the moment, there's not much to learn. There's not much to trade. And sometimes it be like that. You just got to wait. Patience is a virtue, as they say. So, but for the ICU trade, the others, they would be green. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Get him. If you're really offended, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs down button. I don't care. Hit one thumbs up, hit one thumbs down, hit them both. Hit them both several times. Tap the screen. In fact, bang your screen until it cracks. Just keep doing it. Hit that like button. If you're enjoying watching me lose money today, then hit that thumbs up button. It might help me lose a bit more. So yeah, there's just nothing moving at the moment. We've got half an hour left for something to drop, something to move. Let's see what happens. IPO, LSDI. This is now ready to go. Quotation resumption, IPO security released for quotation. So LSDI, we should get a resumption. We should get this start trading anytime now. Should start at $4. It'd be nice if you buy in at $4 and it goes up to 2,147 straight away. Well, that's not going to happen. Yeah, Kavana's down at it's below $14, so it's the shorts are taking over with that one. But the market's, you know, it's still green. It's still upwards trending. It's downwards trending, but it's still green. So it's still having a green day. It's higher than what it closed at yesterday. Is what I'm talking about. So this still could turn around. At the moment, it's getting rejected at the VWAP pretty much all the time. Is the market. SLQT, I thought I'd taken a look at this. Now it's up at select quote. I said it's having a good day, but now it's over $2. It could be of interest if it sustains. 31% up, 32% up on the day at the moment, but it needs to hold $2. I'm not interested in trading it below $2. No, not interested in becoming famous. Thanks, but anyway. Need a good catalyst, absolutely. We need a good news drop and send something parabolic so that we can all get rich. Nice to see Bullfrog AI hit the scanners. I've been waiting for that for 2 weeks from an IPO perspective. We'll see. I'm just waiting right now, guys. It's just going to be wait for the momentum. Versus system seems to be starting to gather a little. It's gone green on the day. There we go for the versus systems. Not enough volume though. Volatility is not huge, like 2.5 cents. So probably not worth a trade there. We trade group. Yeah, it's not really doing anything either. We're trying to find. This is probably one of the more difficult things you're going to get is on choppy days like today, where the market's not really doing anything, the stocks aren't really doing anything. Avoiding that boredom trade is probably going to save you more money than taking a parabolic mover. So just avoid the boredom trade. Did Tesla? Where did Tesla finish? Continue selling? No, I got out at the right time. Covered at the right time. It started to make its move back up. I did say 212 would have been a good entry and get that below 2. You'd get a whole dollar move on it. Tesla gets back up to 40, gets rejected at 214 again. You've potentially got a double top there, which you might have a bit more strength for a short. So watch Tesla up at 214. Is Lucid giving us some change? And that's breaking new highs. I'm just not feeling it. But let's have a look at Lucid. Yeah, Lucid not doing anything either. It's selling off more than anything. It's actually downwards trending. We'll probably get the IPO, a couple of IPOs start. It looks like probably 11 they'll release. I'm actually thinking about taking the dog out myself well, I will be taking the dog out myself at the top of the hour. If there's nothing moving, I'll give it 15-20 minutes, nothing moving. I'll come back after for these 3 IPOs and hopefully we'll find a little bit of movement. Hempaco just holding that $3 level. That's no problem. You don't have to announce your entries and exits. It's not a tube station. Well, I'll be calling out in the Discord, Phil. So you're in the community there. So I've not quite worked out how to stream to Discord yet. So I'll have a look. Lucid not really doing anything, so I'm just gonna go back to WeTrade Group. And 5-minute inverse head and shoulders is an argument there. Shoulder 1, head, shoulder 2. Still needs to go green on the day because that's where the neckline is. So even if that's a 5-minute head and shoulder, it's still got to go get over the VWAP. So that's WeTrade Group. It's a penny stock. But if you're looking at that, over 65, possibly, but it needs volume. Get that breakout. Just not seeing that volume right now. Sell QT. That's looking interesting there. 7 million shares traded, 40% up on the day. Let's see. Citigroup maintains neutral on select quote yesterday. I'm not seeing anything. Tuesday they had reasonably good earnings. I'm not seeing any other catalyst on select quote to justify a move of 40%. Just be careful. I'll have a look, see if it's got a shelf offering that it could hit. That does happen quite a lot, particularly down at this level. You have a couple of good days and then they'll hit the market with an offering and pull the rug. Just be careful. If possible risk of that. And this is what I would class as a boredom trade. Me personally. An entry at 215 wouldn't have been a bad one, but getting in for the break of the $250 is probably not ideal. Testing new highs. Current high of day 23. $25. Let's see this over 225. That's the high of day right now. The $250 got rejected at the $250 previously. Let's see, will it break it and kick on? Now, getting ready for a pullback, I think. There's your devil horns. When I say there's your devil horns, that was a cue for me to get out. Let's see if this gets bought back up. It's the first candle in 6 to go red on the 5-minute. We're in the stop at $2. Okay. Looks like it might get bought back up. Let's see. Not feeling it yet. Did make a new high there. 216. Anything else moving whilst I'm in this? Not really. Beyond Meat. Spike up. Right, so the first IPO's live. LSDI halted straight away. That's halted to the upside. Started at 4, pulled back, halted to the upside 375. So that's LSDI. Now live, guys. That's IPO now live. That's the first one of 3 today. Moving it to the low of the last candle, last 5-minute candle. Well, this is not exactly showing signs of strength. There we go, stopped out. That's okay. My own fault for not getting out when I saw the devil horns here. I even called it. So there's the devil horns, and as it pulled back, that was my exit indicator. I didn't exit on the indication. So that's my own fault. Yeah, well, 6k up yesterday, 6k down today. Easy come, easy go. Let's see what else is moving. There's not a lot moving today, guys. Not a lot moving reliably is probably a better way of putting it. It's not enough volume. That's what we're lacking today, guys, is volume. Room making moves on low volume, below the VWAP. No, not something. No worries, Noah. Enjoy your day out. I think I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I've got somebody wanting my consultancy there, so I always recognize that number, New York number. No, exactly, Cade. So you know, you never know how the market's going to react to a catalyst. It just makes sometimes it makes no sense, and it can be completely irrational, and it can stay irrational longer than you stay solvent. You know, just want to get one good trade in before I finish. Short up. You're just mourning because I didn't get enough likes to give you a duck treat. So we were 5k up on the month. Let's have a look at where we're actually at on the month, shall we? Okay, so let's have a look at this. Right, TikTok. What's going on here? TikTok Studio just crashed. That's not what I'm looking for. There we go. Let me get this up. So TikTok Studio is playing silly games. There you go. Okay, so TikTok Studio, a strange one. Okay, so February, big red day on Monday, small one on Tuesday, nice green day. This is inclusive of the small account because it's all my trades together. So February, let's have a look at where we are on February, and details. So February, we're just over 4 grand in profit on February. So we were green up until today. So we're now 6k down. Takes us back in the red on February. So that big red, big drawdown that we've still got to recover from Monday, still very much evident. But we want to be at least green. So we can't afford to be more than 4,000 down today if we're going to be in a green month. So when I'm zooming out, that's really what I'm considering today, is I need that green day. So let's see what's this is my Benzinga page. If you're wondering what this is the scanner. This is how I've got my desktop set for Benzinga, and quite frankly, got real-time scanners, momentum scanners, gap scanner, price spikes, or signals, and then news. So that's me done. With that, I think I'm going to end the stream. So thanks for checking in, and we'll do it all again tomorrow, guys. I'll stick around. I'm going to check out the IPO. It's just resumed, so I'll probably check out the IPO and trade that, and then take the dog for a walk. So take it easy, guys. Enjoy your. Actually, let's have a look at that IPO right now, shall we? Where's my? Let's go back to here. LSDI. Alto, sideways resumption, not got great volume. So this is LSDI. I'll probably wait for one of the other IPOs to kick on. Finding support here down at kind of 320, 315. So leave it another 5-10 minutes, let the price action sort itself out. If you look at it on the 5 minute, it's just consecutive selling. So if it finds initially it found a bit of support here at 315, here and here, so let a few more candles form. It might not do anything, but we've got 2 more IPOs that are slated to go live today. One is NXT and the other one is HSAI. So check that out, and we'll we'll reconvene tomorrow and find out how that went. I will check my YouTube, watch it for the trade recap video later. I'm not going to be finishing trading just yet. I'm looking for something that is actually going to go my way, and we'll find out what that is a little bit later. So take the dog for a walk and come back in about an hour or two. So if you're in the Day Trade with Tony community, if you're on the Discord, I'll be back in about an hour, and I'll be messaging in the watch list room, and I will see the rest of you tomorrow. Take care.